The public employee pension crisis in the state has been going on for a long time. You'll have people come in here and say, you know, this has been going on for years. The state of New Jersey did not invest what they should have invested, did not keep their commitment to the public employee pension fund, which is why it's in crisis now. And that includes, they'll be critical of Christie on this, even though he did, with the Democrats through Senate President Steve Sweeney and others, they did make an increased contribution. They'll blame you. They'll blame Jim McGreevey. Sure. They'll blame a whole range of governors for the past 20, 25 years that you didn't put the money in from the state end. What was it like at the time?
Well, when we gave the municipalities the holiday from paying into the pension fund, it was because both of those funds were 112 and 114% funded, and we also had a time to take advantage of the stock market. It was basically like redoing a mortgage, and saved about $62 billion over the life of those bonds. But what we'd said was you were always going to have to start paying in again. When I left...
Into the pension fund.
Into the pension funds. When I left, the two big pension funds were 105 and 108% funded. They were fully funded. But it was clear that the time was coming, and we had said you had to look at a 3-year horizon of how the market was performing, not just base it on the highest year. Unfortunately, the formula got changed several times, and without considering what the impact was going to be on the pension fund itself. And then you added some 50,000 state employees.
Were the mistakes made? And this is what happens when you start talking about the pension. It's hard to get not into the weeds. That's not a criticism. It's just the way it is.
Right.
Do you feel, in retrospect, you could have and should have done more to have more state dollars going to that pension fund?
No, I think I was saying that the people at the time, the taxpayers, didn't have to keep funding something that was that much overfunded. There would come a time when they needed to pay back into that again. But we were going to give the municipalities time to plan for that.
We talked about nationally the Republican Party. You made it very clear where you think certain legislators are. We've got a minute left, certain members of Congress and others. Is the